Hi, I'm Joe, and welcome to my channel, HarmonicaJoe.com, where I provide high-quality, in-depth musical instruction for harmonica players. So today I'd like to do something a little bit different, and that is talk about the music that influenced me in my life growing up and becoming a musician. So for my first session, I'm going to start with something that probably is the biggest influence on my musical career and just growing up. It's not going to be your typical harmonica player record or recording. So I'm just going to show you, and it is this box set, 6 LP box set, Smithsonian collection of classic jazz. This box set single-handedly pretty much launched me into becoming who I am today, becoming a musician, and not necessarily just playing jazz, but playing and appreciating many different styles of music. The Smithsonian collection of classic jazz came in a box set that was released in 1973, and I got mine I think in 1981. It was given to me for Christmas from my parents, and man, I listened to this non-stop for a long time, and I would usually come home from school and listen to one record each day, and then when I got to the end of the 12 sides, I'd go back and start it over again. Really just internalizing the music, just taking it all in, and it's given me a really good appreciation for all types of music, and I believe the reason for that was because I spent so much time listening to this. The box set consists of the book of liner notes, which is 46 pages long. It's fantastic. It has some great pictures in it. It also has information on every track in the set, and they spent a lot of time talking about who played on the track, where it was recorded, the date that it was recorded. There's even alternate takes on here, and then there will be some from the liner notes, maybe from the original record. It's really fascinating. And even here, the first 2 tracks, they take a whole page to talk about the first 2 tracks on side 5. So those are the great Art Tatum tracks. Man, they're the Willow Weep for Me. Man, that's fantastic. Anyway, so it's just fantastic. Getting the liner notes, and then you get 6 records, 6 LPs, and they're easy to find these days. You can usually find this set in a used record shop, a good one that has jazz records in it. And you can also find it on the CDs. I'm going to talk about that here in a second, when the CDs came out. But suffice to say, it is easy to find, fairly easy. I wouldn't say it's in every used record shop, but I did find one a few months ago, and another copy of this in really good condition. I think I got it for like a couple bucks. It really wasn't much, and so I bought that too. So now I have 2 sets of this. So anyway, the details on this is it was released originally in 1973 with the 6 LPs in the box set. There were 2 revisions along the way, in 1987 and then 1997. So in 1987, the first revision, they came out with the liner notes in a book form, and this has 120 pages. It has all of the original information that's in the original liner notes, but it has a lot more in here. It has more pictures that aren't included in the original 73 version, and they made a few corrections on the liner notes, and it's really good. So I was really glad that I found this in a used bookstore at one point, and I've never seen one for the 1997 revision, so I doubt they came out with a new book. I really doubt it. Not to say that there's not one out there, but the only one I've ever seen is the 1987 version. Now again, in 2011, some call it a revision, but it's not really. In 2011, Smithsonian came out with a brand new collection. It has some of the same songs in it, and it's only, I think, only available on compact disc, on CDs. But it has 5 CDs, and some of the same songs, but there's a lot of different songs on it as well. And obviously the liner notes are a little CD booklet. In 1987, along with the revision, and they came out with the new liner notes book, you could also get this collection on 5 CDs or cassette tapes. I have it on the CD version as well. I've never seen the cassette tape version though, but I guess there's some out there. You can probably pick them up really cheap. 2011, like I said, that was available on 5 CDs, and that was a whole new collection, not really a revision. So over time, this became a double platinum selling record, and I mean, pretty much everybody I've talked to knows about this set, loves it. Of course, you look on the internet and you're going to find that everybody's got their own opinion on it. So some of the critics, music critics, they didn't like it because it didn't include everything. So they just said it didn't include enough vocal selections, and it doesn't include any hard bop or a lot of other styles of jazz, and in the later years of jazz in the 1960s. And so, I mean, I get it. I agree. There could be a few more vocal selections on this, but you know, if we put in everything that everybody wanted, I mean, it'd be 50 records, and it'd be $2,000 to buy it. So that's a little ridiculous to ask. And I'm sure when they put this whole thing together, the editors, whoever it was at the Smithsonian that put this box set together, I'm sure they started with probably 5 or 6 or 10 times more tracks than is included in here, and they had to whittle it all down to make it fit into a 6 LP set, and that's going to be economical so people can afford to buy it. Other critics loved it. So the quote that I really like is from Dan Morgenstern of the New York Times. I'm going to read this. He said, "It's by far the best available survey of recorded history of jazz on concise form." And I agree. This is one of the original collections and one of the best collections that I've ever seen available. This covers everything from Scott Joplin on Maple Leaf Rag that was taken out of the piano rolls, and it goes all the way up to Ornette Coleman in the 1960s. You know, the famous track Lonely Woman is on here, as well as a few others. I mean, this is great. Some of my favorite tracks are Jelly Roll Morton. That is actually probably going to be another episode of this. And I mean, we've got Count Basie, Roy Eldridge, Gene Krupa. You know, we've got lots of tracks by Thelonious Monk. Probably my favorite bebop player, if you want to call him bebop player. But Sonny Rollins. I mean, we've got lots of tracks. Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker, 2 of the most influential musicians in modern times. Art Tatum, Fats Waller, and lots of Louis Armstrong on here, which I agree with. It's fantastic they put so much on here, because you can't have enough Louis Armstrong, because he's so influential on the later musicians to come down the road. You can buy this used, like I say, on used record stores. That's probably where you're going to find the best deal. You can find it on Amazon. Some people are asking ridiculous money on Amazon. I wouldn't pay that, but there's probably others that are asking a reasonable amount of money for this. But you can get it inexpensively at your local used record store. Okay, so that's all I have for today about the Smithsonian collection of classic jazz. If you like this type of video, leave a comment down in the comment section below. Hit the like button. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'd like to do more of these videos because it's something that really interests me. Until the next video, all right, keep on harping.